Hi book friends, welcome back to OMG Look at Her Books. My name is Gina and I post book related content such as book hauls, some book reviews, and unboxing videos. So if that sounds like something that you'd enjoy, would love to have you subscribe. Today we're going to be doing a small unboxing video. I already opened all the books. It's about 5 or 6 books. Some publishers sent to me and then 1 or 2 I had ordered myself. So let's get right into today's video. So the first 3 books that we're going to talk about were actually sent to me by Random House. They are all 3 young adult books and they're all advanced reader copies, so they are not out just yet. So I'm going to give you a quick little synopsis of what I know about each one. And one of them is definitely on my TBR because it is coming in one of my, I want to say fairy boxes. So I'm really excited about that one. So the first one they send me is Girls of Dark Devine by E.B. Woods, and this is a gothic fantasy, I believe, a breathtakingly gorgeous gothic fantasy about love and control that will never let you go. This spellbinding debut is perfect for fans of Stephanie Garber, which I still haven't read her books yet. I'm actually reading her Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy for my book club that I host. I work at a bookstore and I have an in-store book club, so I'm really excited to read her book, but this one sounds pretty good. It's probably not something that I would pick up personally because I don't technically like dark gothic fantasy books. However, I do like Adeline Grace. She wrote oh gosh, what's the name of that book? Belladonna. That's dark gothic fantasy and I really enjoyed that. So I shouldn't say that I never read dark gothic fantasy, but once in a while I will pick up one. So I'm excited to read this one. And then the next one they sent me is Immortal Consequences. This is another young adult fantasy book. The dark fantasy debut of 2025 that everyone will be talking about. I believe this one is dark academia, like a magical school. So this one sounds good as well. So I'm excited to pick that one up. Again, these are all young adult. And then the third one they sent me, this is the one I was most excited about. It's called The Nightblood Prince by Molly X. Chang. I am super excited to read this one because this is I want to say it's the July young adult fairy loot pick. So I'm excited to have this so I can read it and see, if I'm going to keep the pretty copy or maybe pass it on to someone else who will enjoy it more. I want to say this is a Mulan retelling. There's a little bit of a love triangle. There's 2 princes and since birth she was born with this fox kind of a birthmark, I guess, and she's supposed to bring peace to the kingdom, and it's gonna be the one true ruler or something like that. But I want to say Nightblood, that it's vampires. So I was ooh, so that had me really excited. I already started it. I picked it up, literally they sent it to me the other night and I already started reading. I'm only 30 pages in. So far I'm enjoying it, so I'm really excited to have this. So thank you so much to Random House for sending me these 3 books. Along with the book they also sent this little spoiler card that kind of talks about each book a little bit. It says when they come out. So Girls of Dark Devine comes out August, and then Immortal Consequences comes out July, so next month, and same with Nightblood Prince. It also comes out in July. So these come out pretty soon, so hopefully I'll be able to get to these before they come out. All right, let's move on to the next books that were sent to me. The next book that was sent to me, I actually requested from the publisher. I am so excited about this book. I can't even tell you how excited I am. It's Warrior Princess Assassin by Brigid Kemmerer, and she's actually going to be at Romanticycon 2025 in Orlando, Florida. So I'm so excited to meet her. I read her A Curse So Dark and Lonely, that trilogy. Absolutely love that. That's a young adult fantasy book by her. So if you like ACOTAR and books like that, you would probably like that series. So this is her debut adult romantasy, I want to say. And it's literally what the title says. It's a love triangle between a warrior, a princess, and an assassin. And I know there's magic in it. I think there's fire magic and they can control the weather. So I'm really excited to read this one. This actually comes out, I want to say next month, August 8/25 is when it comes out. So super, super excited to read this one. Thank you so much to Avon Publishing for sending me this book. I cannot wait to dive in. The next two books that I got in the mail, I actually ordered myself. So they weren't sent to me. I ordered them and I'm so, so excited about them. The first one is Sanctuary of the Shadow by Aurora Ascher. Probably totally butchering that. So sorry. But look how gorgeous this book is. It has the sprayed edges on it. And that's not even the best part. Let me show you the best part. Hold on. I'm so excited. It is hand signed. I am seriously so excited. I honestly can't remember where I got this. I think it was like Page and Wick, I want to say, but I'll link down below where I ordered it from because they still have some signed copies available. I devoured this book. Let me tell you, this book has such like controversial reviews, and I want to say like 3 stars or 2 stars on Goodreads. I was like, I'm probably not gonna like it. It's a Red Tower book, you know. Usually I like their books, you know. Fourth Wing was one that I also really liked. So I was like, all right, I need to read it for myself and see. I already had owned 2 copies. I have them on my shelves. Where are they? Right here. I already had owned 2 copies of it. I have the bookish edition and I have the Barnes Noble edition. So I was like, let me read this book to see what it's about. I devoured it like one sitting. I picked it up, could not put it down. Dark Shadow Daddy. It is insta love. I personally love insta love, but if you are not a fan of that, you probably won't like this book, but it's seriously just a fun time. I think one of the main complaints, if I remember, sorry, I know this isn't a book review, but I have to share about this book and why I ordered a 3rd copy. The main complaint was that insta love and the transitions between the characters' POVs apparently was choppy for some people. So a little background about me, I don't like multiple POVs. Like I do better with one or maybe dual POVs because I get confused and can't always keep them straight. I want to say there were like 3, maybe 4 in this one, but I thought it was very straightforward. I had no issues. So the author starts like a new paragraph, and in the first line of every paragraph, she will say, you know, the character's name said, or this character said. So I found it to be very straightforward, did not find that to be confusing. So if you've been like, should I pick this up? Like wondering like, is it good? Is it bad? And saw all the negative reviews, give it a shot. You know, if you like Fated Mates, you like insta love, it's spicy. It's got some like spicy scenes in it. I am so excited for book 2. I did get to talk with the author on Instagram a little bit. She had messaged me and thanked me for her review. And I said, oh, I hope we're still getting book 2. Book 2 is going to be another character from in book 1 without spoiling anything. It's going to be her story. So I absolutely can't wait for book 2. So Sanctuary of the Shadow, I'm telling you, give it a try. Maybe you won't be disappointed. I rated this 5 stars and I'm super excited to have 3 copies, including a signed copy of this book now. So let's move on to the last book that I have. So for this last book that I had ordered, I went to Beachside Book Fest, which was a romance book con. It was like a day book signing. It was actually really big and it was a lot of fun. It was right on Fort Lauderdale Beach at the convention center over there, and I had pre-ordered a book from one of the authors there, one of my most anticipated authors. So the book finally came in, so I'm excited to share that with you guys, and I've already read it. I read it on Kindle Unlimited. So the author did this adorable packaging, a little like note and a little sticker. Gina, thank you so much for your order. It was wonderful to see you at Beachside. Love FALLON English from the author, and then she sent me this little Omega Princess little sticker that's super cute. And the book is none other than The Princess and the Pack by English FALLON. This book is so pretty. It has foiling on it. And then she personalized it to me as well. And something I'm so excited about is the artwork in this book. So the paperback comes with all these gorgeous prints in here. Of course, I bought some of the prints and the stickers separate. I have a slight addiction to them. Also, each chapter has like the character of like whose POV it is, which I thought was so cool. There's a few different like colored prints in here. I think one of my favorites was in here too that I actually bought. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. So if you don't know, this is a why choose werewolf romance, but they are non-shifters. So they don't like fully shift into wolves. That's basically what that means. But why choose meaning, you know, why choose one when you can have all 3 men? So it's 3 guys and 1 girl. They're all alphas. She's their omega. Super spicy reverse harem. So if that is up your alley, I highly recommend this book by English FALLON. You can read it on KU, and I know you can also order the physical copy now, and this one has like the illustrated editions in it. So super excited to own this and have this in my collection now because I absolutely loved reading this book. So these are all of the books that we hauled today. Just a little tiny book haul, some books that were sent to me and a couple that I bought. I'm so excited to read some of these. Thank you so much to the publishers for sending me some advanced reader copies. So I'm super excited to read those so I can recommend them to my regular customers, to my book club girlies, and to you guys, you know, here on BookTube. And I also have a Bookstagram over on Instagram. That's my main account. So I'll link that down below in the description box along with my Goodreads and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you're having a great day or night, and I'll see you next time. Bye!